Good afternoon, Cochrane. I am Samantha from Urban Casual, and I am here to you on Canada Day with two special guests for a round of Jeopardy. We were supposed to have a third guest on our show today, on our game show, but unfortunately they had something come up. So we are going to proceed with Judy and Dave, both longtime Cochranites. Judy has lived in town since 1980, and Dave has been in town since 1990. Now, before I bring them into the room here, I'm just going to remove a few things so that we can see the game board a little bit better. And yeah, so I'll just explain how we're going to do this game of Jeopardy today. Since there is no buzzer, we are going to draw a name. So just to be fair, we're going to draw a name for someone to start the game. It'll either be Judy or Dave, and then Judy or Dave will start. They will pick from anywhere on the board that they choose except for in the 500 line, and that's just for the first turn. After that, they may definitely pick a letter or a question from the 500 series. And we will proceed until they get it wrong or until they get 3 right, and then we will switch to the other person. And basically at the end of the time limit or at the end of our questions, if we make it all the way through, then we will tally up their points, and the winner is whoever has that many points at the end. Okay, so just give me a minute, everyone, while I enter. We'll get Dave in here first. Dave's going to enter the screen. Everybody say hello to Dave from Cochrane.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. And Judy, we're going to add Judy in here. Can you hear us, Judy?
Yes, I can. Happy Canada Day, everyone.
Perfect. All right. And now we're going to get the game board up here. So that's just another quick step, guys. And all right. Okay. So the first things first, I will put my hand into this bowl. We have 2 names because we have 2 contestants, and we will pick one of them. Let's see who is going to start our Jeopardy game. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Dave. I'm not sure if everybody can see that, but we're going to get Dave to pick first here and get started.
All right. Well, let's try famous Canadians for 100.
Famous Canadians for 100. This Canadian invented basketball at Harvard University in 1891.
Who is Naismith?
Who is James Naismith? Good for you. All right, so we will give Dave points for that. All right, and you may choose again.
All right, let's go with famous Canadians for 300.
This famous Canadian starred in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective in 1994.
Who is Jim Carrey?
Who is Jim Carrey? You're on a roll, Dave. All right. And
famous Canadians for 500.
For 500, okay. This Canadian astronaut was the first to walk in space and to command the International Space Station.
Who is Hatfield?
I believe you are correct. Who is Chris Hadfield? All right. I might have made this a little too easy for you guys. But we are going to pass it on to Judy now. So Judy, remember anything except from that line on 500. After the first question, you may definitely choose from the 500 line.
All right, well, let's go with Cochrane, Alberta for 100.
All right, Cochrane, Alberta for 100. Since 1948, this local business has been serving up premium ice cream to customers from around the world.
McKay's Ice. Who is McKay's Ice Cream?
Oh, we almost got you, didn't we? Who is McKay's Ice Cream? Correct. 100 points for Judy. All right, Judy, you get to choose again.
Cochrane, Alberta for 200.
For 200. All right. This international award-winning bronze sculptor is based in Cochrane, Alberta, and has created more than 85 public monuments across North America.
What is Studio West?
who is Don Begg of Studio West. I will accept that because I wasn't sure which part of the answer people might go with that, but you are correct. Don Begg of Studio West, Bronze Foundry. So we'll give you points for that, Judy, and you may pick a third question.
Let's go with Canadian words for 100.
Canadian words for 100. The term for the word bathrobe in Canada.
What is? I have no idea.
All right, we'll say time out there because you don't know. Do you want to take a crack at it?
I would say, what is a house coat?
All right, let's see. What is a house coat? All right. All right, so I guess that means we are back to Dave.
All right, let's go famous Canadians, 200.
Famous Canadians for 200. Inspired to raise money for cancer research, he organized a one-man marathon of hope across Canada.
Who was Terry Fox?
Who is Terry Fox? I guess you're right, was. All right, and choose again.
I'd like to finish the category Alex for 400, please.
My son's name is Alex, so that's kind of all right. All right, this Canadian, born in Owen Sound, Ontario, was a flying ace in World War I.
I probably don't know, but I will take a guess. Who is McKnight?
Who is McKnight?
That's wrong.
No.
That's wrong.
Judy, do you care to take a crack at it, or?
I have no idea. I'm going to pass.
You're going to pass. All right, let's see here. Correct answer is, who is Billy Bishop?
Oh, of course. Okay.
All right, Judy, we are passing it on over to you.
Okay, I guess I'll go back to Cochrane, Alberta for 300, please.
All right. This Cochrane and Area Event Society annual event encourages Cochranites to stuff this yellow mode of transportation.
What is the outhouse races?
Ooh. Let's see. Nope, that is not correct.
Okay.
Dave, do you want to take a try?
I would say, what is a school bus?
Partially correct. I won't take points for that. But the correct answer is, what is Stuff a Bus? And that is at Christmas, they do it in the Canadian Tire parking lot. And if you bring a donation for a toy donation, you get to take a picture with Santa. All right, we got some people saying hi to you there. So we'll take one break here. And should I draw a name again? Should we just draw a name for that one and start?
Sure.
Start anew, since that one was a little wishy-washy. All right. Let's see who we got this time. Dave again.
All right. Canadian inventions, 100.
All right. Canadian inventions for 100. This board game was invented by Canadians Chris Haney and Scott Abbott in 1979.
What is Trivial Pursuit?
What is Trivial Pursuit? You are correct. All right, back to the board and.
All right, we'll try Canadian inventions for 200.
Okay. This cocktail, invented in Calgary in 1969, typically contains vodka, a blend of tomato juice and clam broth, hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and is served in a celery salt rim glass and garnished with celery or a wedge of lime.
What is a Caesar?
You are correct. What is a Caesar? All right, and let's give you some points there. And on for your third question.
Inventions, I guess, for 300, please.
All right, let's see what we got here. This contraption designed for carrying and transporting whole eggs, was invented by a newspaper editor named Joseph Coyle of Smithers, BC in 1911?
I don't know. How about what is an egg carton?
You are correct. What is an egg carton? All right. And I believe that is 3, so we will move on to Judy now. What would you like, Judy?
I guess I'll go with Cochrane, Alberta for 500.
Okay. This dessert is best topped with chocolate whipped cream and can be found at our local cafe and roaster, Cochrane Coffee Traders.
What is a latte? I have no idea.
No? Care to take a guess, Dave?
I don't know either.
No?
Sorry, Jeff.
Sorry?
Sorry, Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff. I guess nobody knows. Maybe the kids would, maybe this is more geared for kids, but the answer is, what is a cow cookie? And if you haven't had one, go to Cochrane Coffee Traders and have one, and you have to have it with chocolate whipped cream. It is the best. All right, we are back on to Dave.
Canadian inventions, 400.
Okay. Jacques Plante was the first goaltender to create and use this practical mask in 1959.
What is the goalie mask?
Well, if it's not, what is a goalie mask? The question kind of gave it away, but
Yeah.
All right. And choose again.
Inventions for 500, please.
All right, here we've got, this medicine was invented by Canadians Frederick Banting, Charles Best, and James Collop in 1922.
What is penicillin?
Oh, that is incorrect. Judy, do you care to take a?
I believe it was insulin.
And you are correct. What is insulin? All right. And that goes back to you now, Judy.
All right, let's try Canadian foods for 100.
Canadian foods for 100. All right. This dish includes French fries, cheese curds, and brown gravy, and originated in Quebec during the late 1950s.
What is poutine?
You are correct. What is poutine? And that puts you back in the positives there, Judy. All right. Choose it. You may select again.
Let's try Cochrane, Alberta for 400.
All right. An homage to the women who contributed to Cochrane's early success, this bronze statue in Cochrane Centennial Plaza is lovingly referred to as this.
What is the chicken lady?
You are correct. Who is the chicken lady?
Oh.
And I think you're on for 3 here, Judy. So choose again.
I would go with Canadian words for 200, please.
Canadian words for 200. Okay. A coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars.
What is a double-double?
You know your coffee. What is a double-double? Correct. And we give that point. And that is 3 successful questions answered for you. And we'll head on back to Dave. We are coming up to our time limit here, but I think we can get through these last questions.
Canadian words for 300.
All right. Canadians do not take a test. They do this instead.
I don't know. Pass.
Mm-hmm. Judy, do you care to take a try?
I would say they sit a test. What is sitting a test? Or sit a test?
All right, let's see here. The answer is, what is write a test?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know that because we are Canadian. Others maybe would know that more about us. All right, now we are back on to Judy.
I would say Canadian words for 500, please.
Okay, Canadian words for 500. The definition of combining two vowels to make one. Canadians do this to words without. For an example, about becomes a boot, and also the words with UE, Tuesday, become Tuesday. What is the term for that? What is that called?
What is slurring?
Sorry?
Slurring?
Slurring? Nope, that is incorrect. Dave, do you care to take a chance at this one?
No,
I
don't
promise
know
this
that
one was hard.
No, sorry, I don't know that.
You're good? Okay. The answer is, what is diphthong? That one was the trickiest one on the board. I'm not lying. I had to put one on there that was really, really hard. Teach us all something as well, right? All right. And so we will choose a name to see who can go. And we have Judy.
Well, I'll try Canadian foods for 500, please.
Okay. This processed cereal for infants, and whose name means foodstuff, was invented by Canadian pediatricians in 1931.
What is pablum?
You are correct. What is pablum? All right, and you may select again, Judy.
Canadian foods for 400, please.
A traditional Newfoundland meal consisting of cod and hard bread or hardtack.
What is cod au gratin?
That's not correct. It's similar, but it has a more Newfoundland style name. Dave, do you care to take a chance on that?
No, I don't know that.
The correct answer is, what is fish and brewies? Super great meal. You ever get the chance to go to Newfoundland. All right, and we will get Dave to go there because you didn't take a crack at that after Judy answered.
Let's try Canadian foods for 300, please.
All right. This syrup, often used as a condiment for pancakes, waffles, or French toast, was first made by the Indigenous peoples of Canada.
What is maple syrup?
You are correct. What is maple syrup? All right. How many questions left? 2 questions left here. Which is it going to be?
Canadian foods, 200, please.
Canadian foods for 200. A bar dessert that requires no baking and is named after a city in British Columbia.
What is a Nanaimo bar?
You are correct. What are Nanaimo bars? And is that 3 or 2? 1, 2. Let's
2.
I think it's 2. Yeah. All right. And Canadian words for 400. And the last question of the game. A word referring to a couch or a sofa, usually used by the older crowd, like your grandma.
What is a Chesterfield?
You are correct. What is a Chesterfield? All right. So that finishes off our game, and we have a grand total of Judy's 100 negative, and Dave, you have 1900. Now, I told you both that we were going to, because we did not have the 3, instead of doing first, second, and third place, we will divide your winnings, and you can, I appreciate you showing up and playing the game with us. It was super fun. Let me just see if I can turn off this screen here so that I can see all your lovely faces a little bit bigger. The winner was Dave. I'm sorry, Judy, you did not win the 2020 edition of Jeopardy, but I 100% appreciate both of you showing up and playing the game with us today, and I hope you get outside and enjoy the weather. Bye, Cochrane. Have a happy Canada Day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.